It does look like just his past items. It looks like almost every single game that he plays Clockwork, Shotsplit goes for the Blade Mail, and Blade Mail is really good this game. Whether against the OD, the Coddle, the Bristle, like there's a lot of damage coming out that they don't want reflected back against them. So
is going to be a FlipSide squad coming in though, and they are smoked, so they will know that someone is here. Do they have detection? Yes, they have Dust leading the way. Roger is going to dust the Croaky, roll in now. Going to connect onto the Bounty Hunter. He's going to need some sick juice to get out of this. He's going to give up and just die. Whoever's going to get the last hit, it's going to be the Marana. That's one of the benefits of smoking out of your base as opposed to just walking out of your base. Playing to warrant putting the Bounty Hunter up there. Like, I'm working with the Keeper of the Light and a Spin. If I'm Liquid up against just a kind of a solo damage dealer in the Drow Ranger, I don't know if I would be really scared about that, but I'll be really scared about Marana's life right now. She's going to bottle up a little bit, get the Starstorm onto Croaky. Arrow's going to go wide, but he will get stunned up still, and will go down to the kick. Roger now going to roll in towards Miracle, who does have now the Imprison to cast. Put the Earth Spirit in a bubble, do some damage to the Marana. Oh, maybe not just out of the AoE, but Miracle should be fine.
But he's actually went for Bottle over Boots, so not able to close the distance as effectively there. And it looks like they won't even be able to get TMW. He's just going to get helped out by the Wisp. No overcharge to heal him back up, but nice kick play coming in from Roger will set up a kill on the OD.
And Croaky's still showing himself off in the area. There are sentries here, but no arrow to land. Not that much gas left in the tank for the Marana. A couple of IO spirits will come out, but he should be just fine afterwards.
Well, so should be able to survive through any of their burst damage, but at the same time, not able to really do enough offensively.
Shot onto Mind Control. Support's coming in spades, plus he gets bumped back. And somehow the Drow Ranger sneaks in the last hit with the Frost Arrows there towards top. So adding the element of surprise to that kill is going to put FlipSide now at a 4-0 advantage, maybe 5-0, as Croaky is going to narrowly dodge an arrow, but does still get dusted. So yeah, he's still in a little bit of trouble. Kick is going to slow him down. Star 1 and a couple right clicks. There we go. Roger is 2-0-2. He is buying so much room for this Marana, or at least trying to equalize the lane as much as he possibly can for this Marana. And it seems like FlipSide are pretty much in the spot they want to be. Their Drow Rangers farming okay. Mind Control maybe not shut down as much as they want.
The double
my god.
Quill. He went 2 quills at the same time thanks to the Chakra Magic. It reduces the cooldown by right now 5, which obviously puts it at a 0-second cooldown. So you just double tap that and you're able to just blow somebody up, especially low armor heroes like the Wisp.
As soon as I said FlipSide were in a pretty good spot, they go ahead and instantly lose their Wisp, but hookshot up towards top lane. Tomaman is going to spin onto 2 heroes, doing a lot of damage to this Earth Spirit. Tomaman might actually win this damage race. No, stunned up, but actually still able to get the kill on the Earth Spirit. Sneaks in the last hit there. Even with the horse is not quite fast enough. Mind Control, even with the Warpath, is not quite fast enough. So it is... Oh no, they still got him. Cedoid didn't actually leave. So Croaky's able to get in there with the Janata proc. Mind Control now going to close in. And the body blocks from Croaky. Cedoid's not getting any help just yet. There is no relocate. Well, Nasal Goose stacks. Short Illuminate shot. There you go. Drow Ranger down. Backup is finally coming in. Roger immediately going to get mana leaked as the Bristleback is going to fight to the death. And he has a lot of HP, so he's going to bring down the Earth Spirit. Shacho is able to take down the Bounty Hunter on the backside. Miracle, though, is here now with an Invis rune. I'm not sure if we'll actually know about this. Tamar Wild, he also has a little bit of invisibility of his own. Starstorm 1-2 onto Mind Control with the right click, grabs the kill there, and now he's onto Bulba. No real way for a Keeper of the Light to get out of the Skipper just by getting out of range or by being bailed out by Miracle. Coming in from the backside is not going to get the kill with the Eclipse, not quite enough. Clockwork is able to finish on Keeper of the Light. Now Hookshot's back down onto Miracle with Cedoid returning to the fight, shots into the OD, will get Shacho a double kill. This is probably looking like one of those games where Shacho's going to be ahead, and Clockworks usually aren't ahead. Wandering around, they see even more. Now they see a potential target in the Drow Ranger. There is still no relocate here for the IO. Cedoid is going to get 1v1 by Croaky, whereas Mind Control is going to drive away that small IO, and Cedoid's path blocked by illusion runes. Either forward will break those trees and get him a little bit more room to move around, but now the Mana Leaf's coming in, but backup's coming into space here for FlipSide. They got Mind Control with the cogs. Shacho's right on his tail. With the Frost Arrows, they'll get him down, stunning the Juggernaut with an arrow in the meantime. He's doing literally no damage. Shacho hookshot's back in, triple kill for the clock. The other 2 heroes of Liquid, very, very weak. Tamar Wild, 6 seconds left for an arrow. I don't think they have anyone who could actually get in there fast enough unless this arrow lands. Here we go. It's coming in. Miracle sidesteps it. We just fine. There's a relocate coming in. Croaky's going to go down to the south. Bankscore has the bubbles out. Miracle down by the Mirana, double Starstorm, couple more right clicks, and it's Clockwork to steal another kill for himself. But it doesn't matter, got the kill, now 7-1-3 on this clock, and Liquid trying to leverage its Bounty Hunter pick as much as possible. Gonna smoke up and find, well, look at this, this kind of looks familiar. 2 targets, relocate is not up for another 2 seconds, but that shouldn't be relevant here. They're going in pretty deep, and there's a tower that they can teleport to. Toman does not have an Omni Slash. They're going to track up Seedoi Bank Score. Gonna not channel the relocate just yet. Now he starts, and he will die before he can get that stick. EP Sport is coming in spades. Roger, though, going to get bubbled. Arrow from the back line. Hookshot in onto 2. Kills off the Keeper, and now they're onto Miracle as well. Can't right-click at all because Shot shows every single one. Now Mind Control on the run. I'm not really sure how he escapes this, aside from just out there. Clockwork behind him. He's going to turn around, fly a little bit of slow, but everyone and their mom is chasing after Mind Control. Lands the cogs. Dotchlo with the Force Staff pickup first is doing some serious work in Liquids for like the 3rd or 4th time in a row.
All 5 heroes in position and get kills back the other way. It's just like if they found the Drow while he was farming a camp, brilliant. They get a one-man track kill. We do see an arrow actually bottom, and that should be enough to bring the Jug down. So, but yeah, if they find like a Drow Ranger and they're able to just pick him off real quick while finding farming jungle camps, we'll have the Crimson Guard in the long term. But in the meantime, FlipSide have just been able to control the map, push out all these lanes, and just keep full control. Now finding dust on Kuro himself.
Nowhere to run, Kuro. He's going to get bubbled for a couple seconds. He'll be saved. Shotcho ends up losing all of his mana because of the Force Staff. Double combo onto the Bounty Hunter. Starstorm will kill him off. Now the disengage. Shotcho's gonna stun up Miracle. Cogs to bump back 2 heroes. Miracle jumps in on by Rogers. Gonna get obliterated first thing. Now here comes the help with Seedoi and Bank Score relocating in onto the back. They're going to leave him alive in a show of mercy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll clean that up in a little bit.
Maybe.
They actually backed off and now he's on the run, so they wanted to help out the Earth Spirit, who end up dying on the side, but since they kind of miscommunicated, now Mind Control with his Vanguard is going to get a lot of distance, but not quite enough. Does go down to the arrows of the Mirana. What is that? Plus 50 damage from the Drow Ranger aura. When he gets the ultimate orb for Manta Style, it'll be a little bit better, but still, he is fairly soft. He's not able to spin out that damage. So FlipSide have almost full control. The draft that really wants to hit this 20-30 minute timing. So Liquid are going to pull out something big, and that starts off with not losing both, but that's not going to happen. Mirana jumps in after landing an arrow and leaps out. But they need every single kill, even if it is on a quote-unquote support hero from FlipSide. I mean, this Earth Spirit's got a freaking veil, so I'm not really sure if we can still classify him as such. Mind Control gonna teleport into 3 heroes. Not sure if that's a great idea for Sylvain. Gus is gonna also catch the OD in the back line. Double Starstorm, that's a kill. Takes a lot of damage on the Mirana, but that's okay, because Shacho's gonna go in onto Miracle. We'll respect that OD. Tama Wild not exactly super strong right now. The IO is somehow gonna last hit Bounty Hunter. That seems about par for the course in this game. Right from the get-go, before any hero has actually been selected, but definitely not doing them any favors right now. Matubba Man hook shot in by Shotcho. Cog bounce back to extend the stun.
Very nice. Very nice.
Arrow as well. Perfect execution. FlipSide. Putting those stun bars to know when to throw those out, because FlipSide, they know, and now they're in a position where they could start poking at the tier 3.
If you don't, it seems you're going to lose your tier 3 tower for sure, but we're actually going to see the OD TP bottom. Notice that there was a TP now unavailable for Vanscore, but the Moonlight Shadow might be enough to get him away. No, doesn't disjoint it in time, but while he's gone, they go in up on top.
Oh, Mind Control gets walled out of his base because of the cogs, gets bumped back once, is gonna hit with an arrow, right clicks from the back, is still gonna do enough damage. Shotcho is gonna die though. The tower shot and the almost fully charged Illuminate from the backside of Liquid's base, so I guess that's something. Evenly trading at this point for Liquid is as good as it gets. They might have been tracked up on the bottom lane because he was in top lane, so there might have been just a little bit extra gold for the OD. Let's assume it was. OD's gonna get himself a Force Staff off of that, but Kuroki is gonna dodge both the boulder kick and a hook shot and an arrow, I suppose, but he can't dodge a Starstorm. He's gonna need some help. Force Staff down to the south where everyone from FlipSide is waiting. Now the jump in onto the Keeper of the Light. He's down. They kick him back into the cogs. Roger is still on fire. That's confirmed. Mind Control on the way out. And Matubba Man's gonna spin TP. He'll be just fine. Mind Control spotted. Got tagged with Frost Arrows.
Wow.
He's quick though.
They can force him. They could absolutely do this, but they're actually leaping forward the Earth Spirit and the Mirana instead of force staffing and make it so that they don't have to trade a tower. They don't actually have to kill the Juggernaut to accomplish at least the value of that relocate. It's on cooldown for 70 seconds, whatever. They can't use it to escape. They can only charge forward, and they're gonna go right in on the OD.
Oh, he's gonna die to the Cog pushback. That is, you know, even a hero with a little bit of health mixed in, still getting almost insta-killed by that combo. And Juggernaut's just not pushing fast enough. You cannot outrace a Drow Ranger here. Mind Control is dodging every single spell until he gets hit with the first stun. Jumping for Tama Wild. 1 Starstorm, 2 Starstorm. Mech will keep him alive, but the Frost Arrows, it's too sticky. Roger's gonna get the kill with the ultimate. Now looking for Bulbo, who's just cowering in his fountain. Everyone's being tracked up, so if Liquid pull out a miracle here, I guess there's some payoff, but it looks like that ship has sailed. Rax's whole hog, we're gonna go in for the middle lane as well. It's gonna last for like 5 seconds or something like that. Matoma Man is finally back in, looking for Roger, is gonna stop the roll out. So maybe they get the Earth Spirits, like, maybe they get him. They
but in the meantime, they've lost 2 lanes.
Shadow against Track, bad matchup there for the Rana, but they lose Rax's.
Yeah, they get a gem out of it, a great kill in that capacity, but being 3 racks down to 29 minutes is one of his abilities just hands him money, and he's bottom net worth by far.
And then he gets randomly hookshot. I guess he took the bullet there for Miracle, so supporting heroes doing their job, I guess. But, I mean, all the tracks have been landing, but no one's actually been able to get any kills on Liquid. Now the shotgun in, onto the OD. There's an aggro shot, so he's going to hook the shot right back in. Nice balance cooldown there on the Clockwork. With no OD, like, they already have damage issues. They can't defend 4v5 up against this, and they don't have much time either. Mind Control's gonna dive in. He's got a lot of sustain items, like, he's pretty well equipped for this, but they could, at a certain point, just ignore him and just start right-clicking down the buildings, because he's not really a threat. He's gonna get gusted back, shotgun, almost gonna insta-kill Mind Control of all heroes. Roger's gonna push everyone back. And now they're all infected, so damage over time gonna start ticking. Roll in, back towards Mind Control, hook shot in, jump in as well. Starstorm, BKB's even popped there by Tama Wild. I think that's even necessary. Liquid don't even have magical damage at this point. Tama Wild's gonna jump in, grab the Keeper of the Light kill, and they're just actually fountain farming right now. GG is called. And the initiation from the Knicks, so Liquid are pretty darn well balanced. Perhaps only downfall is lack of stuns, and that's where the Slarkas kind of have a field day. FlipSide, but they could definitely get around that just by sheer damage output.
He's going to be able to really survive through it all. He just has to cancel 1 or 2 clarities, and now Shadow Demon's only threat is the disruption whenever the cogs come through. And they're just going to try to go inside the cogs, get the first blood. They don't get the triangle block, and Shotshell just locks them both out with it. So at this point, like, we're going to see instead jump the other way, and while they don't have the battery assault to get a kill on Matoma Man, they're going to put in a ton of damage the entire time.
Well, there's an Orb of Venom here. Matoma Man, one of the faster heroes, going to turn around for a beam. Right click on a shot. Will get Bulbo the kill, or the creeps the kill rather. Roger just slow to catch up to that. Luna tries to tag her with the Boulder Smash, but is still going to get the Shadow Demon as a consolation prize while keeping himself alive.
The big thing is you just can't miss a Shadow Poison. Like, if you can reliably get the Force Stack out, you can still do it at level 1 pretty happily. Well, we'll see a little jump on Mind Control here. It looks like he will be going down. Like, he's got 2 stuns to help him out, but in the end, he's just too far from home, and Kuro does not have the Grave available. So it is going to be Mind Control. Just right-click down gradually, and 1 more hit will give Vanscore that nice little bounty. But
Blair is going to scout out any sort of threat up towards top lane, and in the meantime we got threats going towards mid. Sentry is on the deck here for Tame Wild. He has Roger behind him, so he's probably feeling pretty good, but he may not expect Mind Control to be here. Mind Control is going to land the stun, but on the wrong target. Earth Spirit is going to absorb that and should be able to back off just fine. First Nyx rotation, not going to do all that much, and this is going to buy even more space for the Slark, who has been completely free farming, top of the last hit net worth chart, so or the last hit chart at least. So Pseudoi, even less pressure going towards him. Mind Control is just going to return right back to the lane. But at a certain point, again, there's not much that the solo Nyx can do to stop or even slow down Slark.
They just got Miracle.
Elsewhere, like Miracle needs some help. Although he's going to get some help with the double raise. Kills off the Earth Spirit in a flash. Kuroki didn't even need to drop the Grave there. Not enough damage coming out from this OD Earth Spirit combo.
Going to most likely see action up top here as the Clockwork and the Earth Spirit are going to be fighting out here, but Mind Control sees him first. The Sentry Ward will now see Mind Control. He's going to be able to catch him in the cogs. Can they get this kill in time as Bulbo comes in for the disruption?
There's the rock drop though onto Mind Control. Bubble is there to save him from it, but now just going to be surrounded by enemy heroes. And that's a really dead bug yet again. The presence of Warlock with that level 6 is going to be good enough to get them one kill with the hook shot. They might get another. Boba caught in a cage. There is one random Kobold soldier there as well. I'm sure he's helping, but they land the stun onto the Shadow Beam. Backup is coming though. If Clip's going to drop, it's going to kill a whole bunch of Kobolds, I guess. They do kill the Clockwork with the Lucent Beam, and they save Bulba. That Clips wasn't really the greatest, but still, FlipSide unable to actually get enough damage onto someone as as far as they're playing late game, they're not too bad either. But I don't know, Liquid just have so many defensive tools in their supports that just by getting Miracle and Farm, like, these heroes are just gonna never die. Although they're gonna try to go for Tubman towards top lane. Caught her in the cogs this time. Bubbles' arrival is a little bit too late. He should not stick around. Sentry's gonna see the worst thing to see. An OD invisible, and now he's caught in a bubble. Silenced immediately. He does still have that disruption for himself, has a random Hell Bear to help him out as well, so it looks like Bubble might actually get out of this alive. FlipSide are bringing in an additional hero. Chaotic offering, so rip trees. Where are you gonna hide now? Bulba in a lot of trouble. He's gonna bubble the Clockwork, try to run to the south, and so maybe get a cheese kill on Bank Score, but it seems like the Shadow Word will just kill him off, and they got Kuroki in the trees as well. He's not getting out of this. They'll kill him off as well, and FlipSide suddenly cashing in huge in the kill department.
Yeah, almost getting the Clockwork in return with a couple of spells thrown out from Kuro, but not going to be enough here. They're able to just kind of close in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. In mid lane, we're actually going to see the Shadow Fiend go down. He was not able to get his Requiem out, and they just kill him off and get the half the souls.
To at least start seeing these tier 1s, they are taking precautions. Observer Ward behind the tower. Shotgo's smoke is going to be revealed. Sees mind control. On a hook shot onto an assassin. Impale's going to slow him down first thing. Someone's caught into the bubbles. That's a Luna. That's not good if it is. They caught mind control with Shacho's initiation. Now the Eclipse is going to drop them. Tubman is going to get all his beams out and then get bubbled afterwards. Miracle's in the middle of the fight. Will get bubbled by Tame My Wild now. As are the only team to take casualty with Tubman getting hit with the Grave. Mind control still dropping low, but not dead just yet. But Tubman's still swinging, and he will finally go down, but the Requiem is out for Miracle. Raising the Bank Score will kill him off. Shacho is going to put up a wall to cover the river, and he'll be just fine. Bank Score is down, and it will be a 3-for-3 exchange. Not sure who actually came out ahead there. Seems like that was fairly even, but Liquid, it's Miracle the big winner, I suppose.